Hello, today we'll start the history civics chapter 2 Vedic period. This part 2. We'll begin Brahmanas. These are amongst the earliest works in prose in Sanskrit and are primarily in the nature of explanations or discussions on the rituals, but throw light on other issues as well. Every Veda has several Brahmanas attached to it. Aitarayo and Kausitaki Brahmana are related to the Rig Veda and are composed by Hotri priests. The Sam Veda has Tandya Maha and Jaiminiya Brahmanas. The Tandya Maha Brahmana is one of the oldest and contains many legends and includes the Bratyastoma, a ceremony through which people of non-Aryan stock could be admitted into the Aryan fold. So, Brahmanas of Samveda were composed by Udgatri priests. The two important Brahmanas appended to the Yadur Veda are Taittiriya and Satapatha. The Satapatha Brahmana is the most exhaustive and important of all the Brahmanas. It points out the progress of cultures from Kuru Panchals to Videha. So it provides us information about not only sacrifices and ceremonies and customs of the later Vedic period. The Gopatha Brahmana is attached to the Atharva Veda. The Aranyakas. Aranyakas are generally called the forest books and are the concluding portions of the Brahmanas. The philosophical portions of the Brahmanas have been separated from the use living in the jungles. The Aranyakas deal with mysticism and philosophy and not with rituals. They are in fact opposed to early rituals. Their stress is on moral virtues. They form a bridge between karma marga, way of work, which was the sole concern of the Brahmanas, and the jnana marga, way of knowledge, which the Upanishads advocated to Aranyakas. The Aitareya and the Kausitaki are attached to the Rig Veda. The Kausitaki Aranyaka expounds the Pranagnihotra, means the fire oblation through breath, as a substitute for the basic rite. Upanishads. The term Upanishads literally implies sitting near. Hence, its original meaning is the sitting down of the initiated pupil near the teacher or guru for the purpose of a confidential secret doctrine. They are the philosophical texts dealing with topics like universe, the absolute, the individual self, the origin of the world, the mysteries of nature, and so on. They criticize the rituals and lay stress on the value of right belief and knowledge. So they are philosophical commentaries on the Vedas. The doctrines such as karma, moksha, and maya are explained in detail. So the Upanishads form the basic source of Indian philosophy, composed by different sages. They are said to form the foundation on which later addition to Vedic literature rest. The most famous of these Upanishads are Chandogya Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. Upanishads mark the culmination of Indian thought in Vedic period. There are 108 Upanishads which were written by various saints and sages between 800 and 500 BC. Some of the important Upanishads are, I told you this, Aitareya, Kaushitaki belong to Rig Veda. Chandogya, Kena belong to Sham Veda. Shvetasvatara, Brihadaranyaka, Isha belong to the Yadur Veda. Mundaka, Prasna and Mandukya belong to the Atharva Veda. The language of these Upanishads is classical Sanskrit and not the Vedic Sanskrit. Like Aranyakas, the Upanishads also condemn the ceremonies and the sacrifices and are thus anti-ritualistic. The fundamental doctrine which perfects all the genuine Upanishads can be summed up in the following that sentence here given: the universe is the Brahman, but the Brahman is the Atmas. The two conceptions of Brahman and Atma are united in the philosophy of the Upanishad. The Mundaka Upanishad is chiefly notable for the clear distinction it makes between the higher knowledge of the Supreme Brahman and the lower knowledge of the empirical world. So the first form of the doctrine, transmigration and the conception of karma, is given in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad and also in a slightly fuller form in the Chandogya Upanishad, the two oldest and the most important of the Upanishads. The story of Nachiketa is given in the Kathak Upanishad. The doctrine of the cosmic self, Vaishwanara Atma, is taught in several stories in the Chandogya Upanishad. One of them tells us of the great philosopher Udakala Aruni, who along with 5 householders, King Aswapati of Kekaya, seeking knowledge of the self. The most important episode in the Chandogya is the one in which Udakala teaches his son Swetaketu the truth of the non-difference of the individual soul from the Brahman. Upanishad also describes the vision of the sage Vako Dalbhya, the priests of unison, where the dogs move round in a circle, each holding the tail of the preceding dog in its mouth. Then allied Vedic literature. Allied Vedic literature here given several Vedangas and Sutra literature. First, Vedanga and Sutra literature. In Vedic literature proper, which is considered Shruti or divine revelation, the Vedangas are called Smriti or literature handed down by tradition because they are of human origin. The six important Vedangas are Siksha, deal with pronunciation, Kalpa, rituals, Vyakarana means grammar, etymology, plus matrix, and Jyotisho, astronomy. So the Vedangas are written in the form of sutras, that is condensed prose style intended for memorization. The sutra literature, though not forming a part of the Vedic literature, helps us in the study of the Vedic literature. Of all texts, only Kalpa, Sutra have come down to us and are again divided into three classes. Sautra Sutras. Srauto Sutras means deals with the rituals of the great sacrifices of Agni, Soma and animal. Attached to it is the Shiva Sutras, the oldest books on Indian geometry containing instruction for the measurement and construction of the Vedic fire altars. Secondly, Griha Sutras deal with domestic ceremonies and sacrifices to be performed by the householder. And Dharma Sutras deal with the laws, manners and customs of people in general. It constitutes the foundation of the Dharma. Then Upanishads. Upavedas it is. In addition to the Vedangas, we have four Upavedas or subsidiary Vedas. They are Ayurveda, which deals with medicine, Dhanurveda, which deals with the art of warfare, Gadharva, which deals with the art of music, and Silpa Veda, which deals with architecture. Darshans. Six schools of Indian philosophy form an important part of Vedic literature known as Saddarshana. These developed by the beginning of the Christian era and are Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa and Vedanta. These are written in the form of sutras or aphorisms which are short, definite and free from doubt. The Nyaya Gautama, Vaisheshika Darshana by Kannada, Sankhya Darshana by Kapila, Yoga by Patanjali, Mimamsa or Purva Mimamsa by Jaimini, and the Vedanta proposed by Badarayana. Dharma Shastra. The law, it is a law book. Dharma Shastra, it is the name of the law book, and the Smritis together with their commentaries are called Dharma Shastras. They lay down the duties for different classes of people as well as for kings, and Manusmriti gives the description of Hindu including the Varnas. Then Astadhyaya. This Astadhyaya is a treatise on Sanskrit grammar by Panini. Information is given about and the context in which they were used in Vedic literature.